What's that? We didn't get enough Atrociraptors? Well, how about another one? And another one. And a motorcycle. And a Chris Pratt. Oh, geez, he almost fell off the table. Hey guys, it's Brayden here, and today we're taking a look at the Jurassic World Dominion Owen Escape set. This is another set from this line, about the same price as the last one I reviewed, which I have already forgotten the name of once again. The main reason to get this set is, of course, because of the fact that it contains red and I think Panthera. I think this one's Panthera. I think Tiger has like stripes on him, like, you know, a tiger. I think this one's Panthera, the sort of sandy colored one. But I will talk about the human figure you get with the set and the little vehicle you get with it. So we've got a little figure of Owen here. He does have the motorcycle helmet on. I am not going to take it off because it was a pain in the ass to get on, and I'm going to assume it's going to be a pain in the ass to actually get on again. But he does come with a little motorcycle here, which I have deployed the kickstand on so that it will actually stay up while I'm reviewing this. Otherwise, it's just going to keep flopping over. He can ride it. Unlike the last human figure I reviewed for this line, Owen does actually have articulated knees so that he can ride the motorcycle. I'm not going to put him on the motorcycle because actually getting him to stay on it is a bit of a hassle. He also came with a knife, which, there it is. I put it in the box so that I didn't lose it, but he does come with a little knife, which he can hold, but not very well. I just put it in the box so that I didn't lose it. In fact, I'm going to put the accessories in the last video, hello Ghost, back in there. Overall, while I'm not a huge fan of human figures in general, I think the addition of Owen and the motorcycle is a nice little addition, and it makes the set feel more like it's worth 20 bucks, as opposed to the other set, which just comes with a human, a dinosaur, and a box. It's a raptor in a box. I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna move these off to the side. The motorcycle does roll as well, which is nice. So it is actually able to function as a motorcycle. It isn't just a piece of plastic that's pretending to be a motorcycle. So there's that. Now we're gonna look at the two Atrociraptors. I'm going to start with Panthera because he is by far my least favorite of the two. In fact, of the three Atrociraptors I've gotten so far, he is by far my least favorite in general, and that's just because of this damn pose he's in. What is this? It's supposed to be a stalking pose, like he's down on his ground and stalking, but it just looks dumb, and it just looks silly, and it just doesn't work, because on top of the fact that this pose just looks really, really awkward, it also makes him very difficult to actually stand up. You can see one of his feet is slightly above the ground. I tried to get him into a position where he can actually stand on this foot. See, that looks a little bit better, but unfortunately, he can't really balance on that foot very well, and every single time I try, he tends to slip backwards. He also has one of his arms in this position like this to act as a third leg so that he can stand up, but the arm, unless you have it in the right position, he's going to topple over. He also has his other arm, which is basically worthless because it's curled up like this. Although I suppose that looks a little better, though it does also look really bizarre. He does have articulation. He actually is about as articulated as the other Atrociraptors. Legs move, arms move. Head actually does move, surprisingly. Head can swivel. Head can go up and down. Mouth can, come on, open. But that's about it. He, oh, and the tail can rotate if you so desire. His scan code is right here, so if you want the scan code for this guy, pause the video right now and take it. But overall, this figure's not that great. Of the three Atrociraptors I've seen, he's probably my least favorite. Moving him off to the side, and even worse is, again, if you want this guy somehow, he is getting a single release in the third wave of the series, so if you want him but don't want to spend 20 bucks on the rest of this, then I'd recommend just waiting for wave 3 and getting the single pack, unless Mattel decides not to release it, which they may very well do, because Mattel has done that a couple times before. But moving on to Red, who is not too bad looking. Red is definitely my second favorite of the Atrociraptors after Ghost, if only because Ghost, I think, has a more interesting design. Red is actually, I believe, let's actually see this. Okay, if he's not the same mold as Ghost, he's a very similar mold to Ghost. The two are near identical in appearance. In fact, I think they might be the same mold, just repainted, which some people don't like. But I prefer one good raptor mold be used for all 4 of them, as opposed to them having different molds and the different molds not being as good as each other. Mattel's Raptor Squad, before this, the reason I never picked that up is just that a few of the raptors, I don't remember exactly which one specifically, were in really weird and awkward poses, kind of like Panthera is over here. Yeah. Of interest to note, though, is that red is currently, of these 3, the only one that you can get, I believe, without needing to buy this set, because red is available in a 2-pack alongside the new version of blue, and he is also available, he will be available on his own when the second wave finally comes out. And articulation is exactly the same as Ghost. He has the exact same points of articulation, and here's his scan code in case you want to get that, so if you want that, pause the video right now. But the main reason I think this set is actually worth... Oops, I knocked Ghost over. Sorry, girl. And I knocked the motorcycle over right onto Owen's legs. Ouch. The main reason I think this set is worth $20 as opposed to the other set, which I think should not have been worth nearly that much, though, is there is a 3rd dinosaur included with it. A Carnotaurus. More specifically, I believe this is supposed to be the demon Carnotaurus that appeared in the movie. That is not the official name of that Carnotaurus, but fans have nicknamed it that because it kind of resembles the original Kenner Carnotaurus that they made for the original Jurassic Park toy line. This guy's okay. He's nothing special, but compared to some of the Carnotaurus molds we've gotten for Jurassic Park in the past, this guy's actually not too bad. He's actually kind of a weird figure because he's in kind of a weird size range. He's not small enough to be considered a Ferocious Pack figure, which these guys are. In fact, these 2, at the very least, are getting re-released as Ferocious Packs later on down the line. Ghost, as far as I know, is still exclusive to the set that contained her. Whereas this guy hasn't been seen in a single release, and he's a bit bigger than the Ferocious Pack figures, but he's not big enough to be considered, like, say, a Sound Striker or anything like that, and he also doesn't have any sound gimmicks. So he's just one of those figures that's in that weird range that's kind of between Ferocious Pack and other than that. He is fairly articulated as well. Head can swivel back and forth, though it cannot... No, it actually can go up and down. I lied. Forget what I said there. The mouth can open, and like most Jurassic World theropods, it can open really, really wide and kind of disturbingly so. The arms, despite being super tiny, are actually on ball joints, which I'm really surprised by because the raptor's arms aren't on ball joints. His are. His legs have some movement, not a whole lot, but you can. And of course, if you really, really want to, you can also rotate the tail. And finally, his scan code is on the other side of his body, so I'm going to have to flip him around. There it is. If you want that scan code, go ahead and pause the video and you can get it now. So overall, while this set isn't perfect in my mind, I do enjoy the... I like this set better than I did the Release and Rampage set, which I've now remembered the name of the set, yes. I like this set better than that one because this set actually has more going on with it. I'm trying to get Owen to stand up so I can actually display the whole set. Overall, I think the set's better than the last one I reviewed because it actually has more going on with it and there's more to it. So this one's definitely more worth $20. But like the other sets, I'd still say if you want, if you just want the Atrociraptors, then wait for when they get singly released. If you want the Carnotaurus, though, this is, as far as I know, the only set that's going to contain it. And of course, if you want the Owen and the motorcycle, then obviously you're going to want this set. So yeah. And if you unfortunately want to complete your Atrociraptor pack, you're not going to be able to for a little bit because Tiger doesn't look like he's getting released anytime soon. But overall, pretty decent set and allows you to complete most of the Atrociraptor pack. So I'd say it's worth $20. Does it belong in your collection? That's up to you, but